Welcome back to Darkness. The following video has been obtained from public sources and is for entertainment purposes. Please do your own research. The history and legends of Boston, Helltown, Ohio. In the shadowed folds of Ohio's Cuyahoga Valley, there once stood a quiet village called Boston. It was settled in 1806 by New Englanders who named it after the city they left behind. It grew along the Ohio and Erie Canal. Farms, mills, a church, and a cemetery. You could say they were ordinary lives under ordinary skies, at least until 1974. President Gerald Ford signed the order. The federal government claimed the land for a national recreation area. Eminent domain, buyouts, and evictions. Families were forced out, and homes were boarded up overnight. Roads closed, and silence settled in like fog. And in that silence, the stories began. They called it Helltown. Look at the old Presbyterian church. There's Gothic lines, crosses that some swear hung upside down, and whispers said Satanists gathered in the basement. Cloaked figures in the woods after dark, and rituals no one could really prove and no one could really forget. Cross the Crybaby Bridge on Boston Mill Road. Leave your car, walk away, and when you return, they say tiny footprints dust the hood, and if the night is still enough, you hear a baby cry, thrown into the dark river long, long ago. Then there's the rusted school bus you'll find in the trees. Legend claims a serial killer stopped it. Every child gone, their faces still pressed to the fog glass if you dare look too long. And then there's Stanford Road, the highway to hell, steep hill, sharp drop, and cars that wouldn't start, shadows that stepped into the headlights, an axeman waiting in the trees. And the Peninsula Python, a circus train wreck in the 1940s, or a chemical spill at the Kyrgyzstan jump, turned a snake into something that shouldn't exist. Huge, hungry, still sliding through the undergrowth after midnight. The government said it was for a park, for the trees, for the future, but the boarded windows stared back. The graffiti whispered, "Now we know how the Indians felt." And the legends kept growing in empty spaces. Most of the buildings were finally torn down by 2016. The land returned to forest and trail. Cuyahoga Valley National Park swallowed the bones of Boston. But names like that, like Helltown, they don't die easy. Helltown still lives in the stories, in the cold that settles too fast on summer nights, in the feeling that something is watching from the trees where the houses used to stand. Some places aren't haunted by ghosts, they're haunted by what people need to believe when the ordinary world suddenly went quiet. The veil's always thinner than we think. And if you enjoyed this video, Discovery Plus has an interesting program about Helltown under their Shock Doc series that you should check out. I'll link it in the description, and there's even more legends there. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and follow for more shadowed history and the places that refuse to stay buried.